Ever caught yourself saying or thinking things like, better not ask for too much, just in case? Better the devil you know than the angel you don't? Or this is enough. I don't need more. If any of those ring a bell, let me tell you something crucial. That's not humility. What feels like prudence, modesty, or even just settling is actually a trap. An invisible, hand-me-down programming that's holding you back in ways you probably haven't even considered. It limits your dreams, your relationships, your potential for abundance, and even your ability to fully enjoy life. If that feeling of being limited or not wanting to push your luck resonates with you, there's a deep and maybe surprising reason why. This unseen programming, this ingrained rut we've unknowingly inherited, is playing out in your life today by capping your relationships, your finances, your growth opportunities, and maybe even making you settle for less than you deserve. Understanding exactly what this scarcity mindset is, why it got passed down, and most importantly, knowing that you can rewire it to live a life of greater fulfillment and abundance, that's the key. This video is going to unlock for you. To get there, we're not just going to define the scarcity mindset. We're going to dig down to its roots. I'll show you that it's not just about money. It's a whole way of seeing the world based on lack, fear, and survival that deeply impacts how you connect with others. Your success, your ability to enjoy things, and even your self-confidence. We'll explore why so many of us grew up hearing phrases that taught us not to want too much, curbing our dreams from a young age. We'll understand why we were taught this, because our parents and grandparents came from real hardship. From tough times where keeping desires small and focusing on what was urgent was a survival strategy. What was necessary for them unintentionally became an invisible cage for you, a way of thinking you inherited. Their fear got baked into your thinking, and you called it reality. Now, understanding the problem, this inherited invisible cage is only half the battle. The real key to breaking free, the one we promised at the start, is knowing exactly how to dismantle that programming so you can start living with the fullness and abundance you truly deserve. This is where the most powerful and transformative part of this video comes in. Building on everything we've uncovered, we're going to look at the 5 critical pillars that will allow you to shatter that invisible cage, retrain your nervous system to receive and reclaim your innate ability to create a life without having to justify it. Pay close attention, because these are the essential pillars to making that radical shift. Key 1. Face the inner critic. The first crucial step is to become a relentless detective of your own mind. What do you really tell yourself when you allow yourself to want something bigger? Because this scarcity mindset plays out in your adult life in impactful ways. Maybe you find yourself settling for mediocre relationships because of a fear of being alone, or holding back from asking for that raise, or starting that dream project. Actively listen to those automatic phrases that pop up, those silent, self-sabotaging thoughts that keep you small. That's too much for me. I don't want to seem greedy, or the defeatist just enough to get by is fine. By identifying these inner voices, you're retaking the first conscious step to take control and start choosing a different narrative in your mind. Key 2. Cultivate your new self-talk. Once you catch those limiting phrases, don't just sit there and passively listen to them. It's time to plant new seeds, to actively choose what you want to grow in your mental garden. Deliberately choose a new, empowering affirmation. Repeat it, feel it, even if it feels awkward or like a lie at first. Phrases like, I'm learning to allow myself more, or I deserve to live fully, aren't just words. They're your tools to rewire your future. Are you brave enough to talk to yourself differently? To challenge the old programming with a new truth? Consciously repeating these new phrases helps to gradually reshape your mental landscape towards possibility and deserving. Key 3. Embrace the discomfort of deserving. Here's the deep secret that many people miss. Shifting away from scarcity isn't just mental, it's emotional. It's in your body, it's ancestral. Feeling like you deserve more, allowing yourself to receive something good, often triggers a physical discomfort because your body and nervous system are wired for lack, not abundance. Can you identify that tension, that pang of guilt or fear in your body when something good comes your way, or when you think about a big dream? Focus on feeling that discomfort in your body and allow it to be there without resistance. Working from the body first can be more effective than just trying to convince your mind. Key 4. Reframe humility. It's time to dismantle one of the most common justifications for settling. It's crucial to stop associating shrinking yourself or settling with being humble. True humility doesn't ask you to make yourself small, to limit your aspirations, or to live below your potential. It's about not thinking you're better or worse than anyone else. Recognizing your worth and the worth of others. You can desire more and grow without being selfish and without feeling like you're betraying your roots. Understanding this distinction frees you to desire and seek a better life without the burden of guilt or perceived disloyalty. Key 5. Your heritage isn't your handcuffs. Listen closely and let this sink in. What you inherited from the experiences and fears of your ancestors is not your destiny. The programming got you here. It taught you to survive, yes, but it doesn't define where you can go. You weren't born just to get by using those old scarcity-based, lack protection strategies. You have the intrinsic capacity to create a completely different life, one that honors your potential, your desires, and allows you to thrive. Are you going to keep living the reality you inherited, repeating patterns that don't serve you? Or are you going to dare to build your own, from possibility and deserving? The greatest act of gratitude and honor to your roots isn't staying stuck in what you inherited, but building upon that foundation something completely new and extraordinary that you do and need to justify to anyone. Remember this powerfully. What you inherited is not your destiny. You weren't born to survive. You were born to create a life you don't have to justify. Start unwiring those old programs today. Your mind, your body, and your future will thank you immensely. Thank you for being here at Jung In You Psychology for Change, for giving yourself this space and for allowing yourself to understand, grow, and be. If this content resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, share it with someone who might need it, because here we keep exploring together the things that truly transform us. See you in the next video. Until then, take good care of yourself.